fans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready. 57 to Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Keep it up, guys. Check. Fresno.
Bridgewater. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater going up top. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Go. 280! 81. Here's this.
22's coming, Mike. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Throwing on first is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming, Mike.
74.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Marcus Davenport. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
Here we go. 20.
Watch the slant. Alert 3.
On first down, it's Howard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the Saints' 46-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Go. Two jet. We got one West.
Watch twins. Check.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wentz eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. We're 20. Sunday.
Throwing is Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brad, Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And an Eagles first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here we go. Black man. Black. Come on. Please.
Get your swarm on. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Try to punch it in with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead.
Makes the score Eagles 9, Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Check. He's coming. We got double up.
After the sack on first down, Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
I got you. I got you.
Mike's 57's Mike.
Let's get the ball. Jam.
On third down, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Let's go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down.
22, 65.
57.
Like 22.
On first down, Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Eagles 16. Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Rush in.
Bridgewater on first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
That's the way.
Bridgewater now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Where have we seen this before from Sean Payton?
That's ambush. We've seen that. What was it, Super Bowl 44?
44.
Right? New Orleans against the Indianapolis Colts. Right after the half, they get it done. I'm so sorry to jump in. I just violated partner and booth etiquette 101.
All right. If you come in with an ambush and you come in strong like that, I feel like it's justified.
My apologies, but boy, what a play.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they're going to run the end around with Jackson. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wentz going to throw. Out to his left. Ertz has it left side. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Now Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball? Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Open man is Michael Thomas, and he's got this down to the 35. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. To throw, Bridgewater. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week one, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night, Green Bay, and their defense, not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore, Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single-wing tailback, folks. He's a quarterback. And Tennessee, going into Cleveland, Marcus Mariota, Derrick Henry put up 43 points on the Browns.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 73 yards, and the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first, they go right back to Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go.
56.
No gain on this defense, no gain. 82, 40. Hey, Haywood.
Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 27 yards there, a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Wentz to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on first down. Howard. A little 360. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 42 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 26, Saints 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. To the right side and complete to Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Bridgewater. And this is Cook with a grab. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7 if he made one more play.
And he caught in the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction. And that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down, Bridgewater. Dancing to his... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and it's third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On second down now, it's Howard. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
82, 82. Hey, high 7.
22's coming,
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.